You won't believe what just went down in Atlanta. Kirk Frost is going OFF. He's suing Jasmine for a jaw-dropping $20 million over a leaked tape involving Renni Rucci. And the drama behind this scandal is wilder than anything we've seen on Love and Hip Hop. Social media is on fire. Fans are split, and the court battle is already sparking chaos behind the scenes. Every move, every message, and every reaction is about to blow up, and you do not want to miss a second of this explosive story. The city of Atlanta was buzzing. But this time it wasn't the usual Love and Hip Hop tea. It was a full-blown legal storm. And everyone had a front row seat. Rumors had been swirling for weeks. Whispers behind the cameras and in private DMs about a tape that could change everything. Then, suddenly, it happened. The leak surfaced, spreading like wildfire across social media, and the reaction was instantaneous. Kirk Frost, known for keeping a tight grip on his empire and his family's reputation, snapped. The anger wasn't just about embarrassment. It was personal, legal, and explosive. Sources close to him say he went straight from private calls to his legal team, drafting a lawsuit so heavy it could shake the entertainment industry. $20 million. That's right. $20 million for a tape that allegedly exposed intimate moments between Jasmine and Renni Rucci. Moments Kirk claims were never meant to see the light of day. Insiders describe the chaos backstage when the leak first appeared. Phones were buzzing, cameras were rolling, and social media accounts lit up with furious fans. Divided into two camps, some defending Jasmine, calling it a betrayal by someone close to her, and others siding with Kirk, claiming the tape crossed lines that should never have been crossed. The tension was palpable. One crew member said that even veteran producers were stunned and scrambling, unsure whether to air anything or cut the footage entirely. Kirk's fury wasn't just about the tape itself. It was about control, power, and the fear that private business was now public gossip fodder. Meanwhile, Jasmine reportedly tried to downplay the situation at first. Sources say she went live on social media, smiling nervously, saying the leak was taken out of context and insisting she had done nothing wrong. But her words did little to calm the storm. Clips of the leaked footage circulated faster than any official statement could respond. Comment sections exploded with accusations, disbelief, and heated debates. And fans began piecing together timelines, messages, and past incidents, creating a digital investigation that rivaled any true crime series. The more she denied, the more suspicion grew. Renni Rucci, caught squarely in the middle, stayed silent, at least publicly. But insiders hinted at backstage meltdowns, heated phone calls, and private confrontations with both Kirk and Jasmine. Rumors circulated that trust between the three had evaporated overnight. One source claimed, Renni hasn't slept, hasn't answered calls, and is terrified this will ruin her career. And while she remained quiet, her management was reportedly in full damage control mode. Trying to prevent this story from snowballing further, the leaked tape itself became the hottest commodity online. Fans dissected every frame, every word, every expression, searching for confirmation of intent, emotional context, and, naturally, scandal. Some argued it was a private matter exploited for clout, while others were certain the content revealed secret alliances and betrayals nobody saw coming. Meanwhile, Kirk's legal filing became public knowledge. The staggering $20 million figure alone was enough to shock the industry. The complaint didn't just accuse Jasmine of negligence or invasion of privacy. It outlined claims of intentional harm, emotional distress, and damage to his brand. Legal analysts called it one of the most aggressive celebrity lawsuits in recent memory, predicting months of courtroom drama, media leaks, and endless speculation. Back on social media, the reaction was electric. Memes, hot takes, and fan theories flooded Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, dividing the city of Atlanta's loyal Love and Hip Hop audience like never before. Hashtags like hashtag Kirk vs Jasmine, hashtag Renni Rucci tape, and hashtag 20 million drama began trending within hours, each one drawing more fans into the scandal. Every video clip uploaded seemed to spark a new debate. Who was in the right? Who was lying? And what secrets were still buried behind closed doors? Even former cast members chimed in, dropping cryptic statements that hinted at inside knowledge, escalating the frenzy. Backstage, the emotional toll was just as intense. Sources said Kirk confronted Jasmine in private meetings, his face red, hands shaking, voice cracking with a mix of fury and desperation. Witnesses described the scene as explosive, unpredictable, and completely unfiltered, with both sides refusing to back down. Security was reportedly on high alert, fearing that arguments could escalate into physical altercations. Meanwhile, production teams were scrambling to figure out how to address the SC situation without completely derailing the season. Some suggested editing the footage to minimize fallout, while others argued that controversy equals ratings, and this, they all agreed, was pure gold. As the story spread beyond the immediate circle, mainstream media outlets picked up the narrative. Headlines screamed about betrayal, lawsuits, and scandal. And the city of Atlanta watched as private drama exploded into public spectacle. Some analysts speculated that Kirk's aggressive approach was strategic, designed to assert control and protect his brand, while others warned it could backfire, making him appear heavy-handed and vindictive. Either way, the stakes had never been higher. Then came the first legal twist. Leaked documents hinted that Kirk might not be the only party filing complaints. Sources suggested other individuals tied to the tape were considering action, potentially, creating a domino effect of lawsuits, restraining orders, and public confrontations. The rumors intensified. Could this scandal unravel not just Kirk and Jasmine's relationship, but their careers, friendships, and alliances within the love and hip-hop world? Fans were glued to every update, every tweet, and every clip, speculating about every possible outcome. By the end of part 1, the scene was set for absolute chaos. Kirk Frost had made his move, suing for $20 million, and the city of Atlanta was buzzing with speculation. Jasmine's denials were barely holding the narrative together. Renni Rucci, still remaining publicly silent, was caught in the crossfire. Industry insiders hinted that she had private conversations with both Kirk and Jasmine, but nothing had been made public. Sources suggested she was frustrated and terrified about the potential impact on her career. Renni is stuck in a nightmare, one insider said. She never expected her private life to be dissected like this. And now she's trying to figure out how to navigate it without making things worse. Her management was reportedly strategizing on how to protect her image, limit media exposure, and ensure that her music career didn't suffer collateral damage from the scandal. Backstage and behind closed doors, the tension between Kirk and Jasmine escalated. According to eyewitness accounts, they were seen arguing in private corridors, the shouting low but intense enough to be heard by crew members nearby. Security was stationed close by, prepared for the confrontation to escalate. Further, one source claimed Kirk was furious, pacing, and visibly shaking, while Jasmine remained defensive, her voice alternating between frustration and disbelief. It was like watching a storm about to break, a production assistant said. You could feel the electricity in the air, and nobody knew who would explode first. The legal filings also revealed a shocking twist. Kirk alleged that the leak was not just accidental, but orchestrated. According to documents, he believed someone intentionally released the tape to damage his reputation and the brand he had built over years. The claim suggested betrayal from someone within their circle, making the lawsuit not only a financial and reputational battle, but a deeply personal vendetta. Media outlets ran with the narrative immediately, painting a picture of treachery, deception, and calculated revenge. Fans speculated endlessly about the potential culprit, adding layers of intrigue and drama to an already tense situation. Social media continued to heat up. Clips, screenshots, and alleged insider accounts were shared widely, with viewers debating everything from Jasmine's intentions to Kirk's reaction. Memes spread like wildfire, some sympathetic to Kirk, others to Jasmine, and a few ridiculing the situation entirely. Hashtags trended continuously. Hashtag Kirk vs Jasmine, hashtag Renni Rucci tape, hashtag Atlanta drama, and hashtag 20 million lawsuit dominated platforms, drawing in fans who had never followed the show before. Even celebrity gossip outlets outside Atlanta picked up the story, framing it as one of the most explosive love and hip-hop controversies in recent years. Meanwhile, Kirk's team was actively preparing for court. Depositions were scheduled, legal notices sent, and potential witnesses identified. One insider revealed that Kirk was determined to make the process public, aiming to set a private end and show that private violations have consequences. He's not just suing for money, the source said. He's suing to prove a point. He wants to protect his name, his family, and the principle that people can't exploit private moments for clout without facing repercussions. The message was clear. Kirk Frost was ready for war. And this was far from a simple lawsuit. The drama also seeped into production decisions for Love and Hip Hop. Crew members and producers debated whether to continue filming, air existing footage, or postpone episodes. Some argued that the controversy could drive ratings, while others feared it would overshadow the storyline and create legal liabilities. Tensions between cast members rose as well, with alliances shifting and long-standing friendships tested. Rumors circulated that some cast members might publicly side with Kirk, while others might support Jasmine, adding layers of interpersonal drama to an already explosive situation. Meanwhile, rumors about potential settlements began to circulate. Legal experts speculated whether Kirk would push for a full $20 million or if both sides would prefer a quieter resolution. However, insiders hinted that Kirk's stance was unwavering. He wanted accountability and a public acknowledgement of wrongdoing, not just a financial settlement. This approach suggested that the case could drag on for months, keeping the story in the public eye and fueling speculation about additional leaks, betrayals, and courtroom confrontations. As Part 2 closes, the stage is set for the next dramatic chapter. Kirk Frost has filed an aggressive lawsuit. The leaked tape continues to circulate, and fans remain glued to every development. Jasmine is under intense scrutiny. Renni Rucci is caught in the middle, and the production crew is navigating one of the most complex crises in the show's history. Social media and mainstream media alike are buzzing with speculation, fan theories, and insider updates. The story is far from over, and one thing is certain. When Part 3 unfolds, the courtroom battles, confrontations, and shocking revelations will only escalate further, leaving no one untouched. The courtroom was packed, buzzing with energy as the third chapter of this scandal finally unfolded. Cameras lined the walls, capturing every glance, whisper, and gesture. Fans, reporters, and bloggers had been waiting for this moment for weeks, hungry for every shred of drama. Kirk Frost entered the courtroom first, composed yet visibly tense, flanked by his legal team. Jasmine arrived shortly after, carrying an aura of defensiveness. Her eyes darting between the cameras, Kirk, and the judge. The atmosphere was electric. Every person in the room seemed to sense that history was about to be made. The judge called the case to order, and the legal proceedings began with opening statements. Kirk's attorney outlined the claims meticulously. Intentional infliction of emotional distress, invasion of privacy, and reputational damage. According to the filings, the leaked tape had caused significant personal and professional harm, disrupting not only Kirk's personal life but also the broader operations of Love and Hip Hop. The attorney emphasized the $20 million in damages, framing it not just as compensation but as a message that violations of privacy, especially in the digital age, carry serious consequences. The courtroom fell silent as the gravity of the allegations sank in. Jasmine's defense countered swiftly, presenting a narrative that painted the leak as unintentional. Her attorney argued that there was no proof of deliberate malice, emphasizing that the tape had been shared online in a rapidly evolving social media environment. Jasmine's testimony, by contrast, was defensive yet emotionally charged. She claimed that she had no intention of harming Kirk and that the leak had spiraled out of control faster than anyone could have anticipated. "I never imagined it would go this far," she said, her voice trembling. "I regret what happened, but this isn't about revenge or malice. It's about a mistake that got out of hand." While some in the courtroom seemed to empathize, others questioned the credibility of her statements, citing inconsistencies in prior interviews and social media posts. Analysts quickly dissected every nuance, debating whether her defense would hold against Kirk's meticulous evidence and legal arguments. The case also revealed shocking internal disputes within the production team. Emails, text messages, and behind-the-scenes footage were presented as evidence, showing conflicting accounts of who had access to the tape, how it was handled, and whether warnings had been issued. Some messages suggested that crew members had expressed concern over the potential fallout, while others indicated a lack of communication and oversight. These revelations painted a picture of chaos, internal tension, and a broader culture of oversight lapses that may have contributed to the scandal. The courtroom drama was no longer just about Kirk and Jasmine. It had expanded to encompass the entire ecosystem surrounding love and hip-hop. Outside the courtroom, the story continued to dominate headlines. Social media users dissected every move. Meme pages thrived, and fan debates raged on across platforms. Hashtags like #Kirk vs Jasmine, #Renni Rucci tape, and #LHH Atlanta scandal trended continuously. Some fans sided unequivocally with Kirk, praising his resolve and demanding justice, while others sympathized with Jasmine, arguing that public shaming and lawsuits were disproportionate to the incident. Every clip, interview, and statement added fuel to the fire, keeping the story alive and evolving in real time. After days of testimony, the courtroom proceedings concluded with closing arguments. Kirk's attorney reiterated the intentional nature of the leak, emphasizing the personal, financial, and reputational damage caused. Jasmine's attorney maintained that the incident had been accidental and that punitive damages were unjustified. The judge reviewed all evidence, witness statements, and legal precedents before adjourning the trial, leaving the public and media in suspense about the final decision. The fallout was immediate. Both parties issued statements to the press, carefully crafted to maintain their public image while reinforcing key points from the courtroom. Kirk's camp emphasized accountability, reputation protection, and the principle that private violations have consequences. Jasmine's team highlighted regret, lack of malicious intent, and the need for proportional responses. Meanwhile, Renni Rucci, though largely silent, was forced to navigate the lingering effects of the scandal on her career, fanbase, and public perception. As Part 3 closes, the saga of Kirk Frost versus Jasmine has reached its most dramatic point yet, with legal battles, personal confrontations, and public scrutiny all converging. The courtroom may have been the official stage, but the story continues to unfold across social media, fan forums, and entertainment news outlets. Lessons about privacy, trust, and the consequences of leaked content resonate beyond the individuals involved, sparking debate across the entertainment industry and social media alike. One thing is certain: this scandal will be remembered as one of the most intense, high-profile conflicts in love and hip-hop history, leaving fans, cast members, and the public on the edge of their seats, awaiting the final resolution. Don't miss a single update on this explosive Kirk Frost versus Jasmine saga. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you're the first to know every shocking twist. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Kirk's $20 million lawsuit is justified? Or was Jasmine just caught in a mess she didn't create? Smash that like button if you love the drama, and share this video with friends who need to see the courtroom chaos unfold.